First off, as I get started, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to test this stuff out on you.
Of course.
All right. I just wanted to tell you at first, please, if I offend you, if I make you feel uncomfortable, I'm warning you now. It's your fault.
Offend everyone. Jesse, offend everyone.
I also want to apologize. I do tend to talk very fast. If you don't understand what I'm saying, get a copy of the tape and slow it down. I can't help you otherwise. All right. I really didn't know exactly how to start it off, so I'm going to start off with a little something that happens to me sometimes. I want to see if anybody else shares this with me. Do you ever catch yourself in Baskin-Robbins trying to like choose what you want, and then you wind up counting the ice cream to make sure they have 31 flavors? No, nobody? Is that just me? I mean, like, I don't know. I don't understand why it happens to me. Like, I feel like I'm the ice cream police for some reason. I don't know why. It's like for some reason I'm gonna catch them one day. They're like, hey, buddy, only 29 flavors. The fuck is this? You're fucking chipping me out of 2 flavors. I'm a paying customer. What the fuck is this? You're missing out of 2 flavors. Only 29 flavors here. What if the flavor I want is missing? You're sticking with what? Rainbow sherbet? What the fuck is sherbet? That doesn't even sound like ice cream. And I mean, it could happen the other way, too. I mean, it could happen the other way if you think about it. Hey, buddy, it says 31 flavors. There's 32 here. What the fuck is the extra flavor? What is this secret flavor you got going on here? Can you point it out to me? You're sabotaging me, right? That's your fucking poison berry fruit. I don't fucking want that shit. Get it out of my ice cream. No, happens to nobody. Just me. Just me. I'm sorry. It might be because I'm fat. I'm sorry. It might have something to do. I mean, you may not think I'm fat, but I know I'm fat because of my eating habits. I have horrible eating habits. I ate enough today that could probably feed a small village in Nicaragua for the next 10 years. But I do. I mean, I put it this way. Everybody, when they have a hangover, every other person has a different hangover medication. You know, I live with a person, his thing was he always needed to have a yellow Gatorade when he'd wake up from a hangover. Some people, they need to have an Advil, think it helps the headache. Other people think, hey, you clear the poison with more poison, you have another beer. What's my hangover medication? Buffalo wings.
Yes!
When I wake up at noon with a hangover, I order 40 buffalo wings, and I down those fuckers in record time. I don't get hot ones either, I like to taste my food. I get regular ones, I'm not that bad. But I discovered when I was becoming fat, it happened about maybe a year and a half ago, it was around the end of 2010, I was going through a very depressing stage in my life where I was turning out to be homeless. It was a very rough time for me. So my thing that I turned to was ice cream. All right, I can't do drugs. Drugs are too fucking expensive. So I turned to ice cream. Now, for anybody who lives in Brooklyn, this happened in Bay Ridge on 3rd Avenue, there's a coldstone. If you don't know what a coldstone is, it's a place where you make your own ice cream. They have different flavors, different toppings. Whenever I go in there, I always get my own thing. I never get anything they have. I always get my own thing, and it's mine. It's nobody else's, it's mine. All right, it's my fucking ice cream. Now, if you know what they do in Cold Stone is, they have the same like they do in Starbucks. They have these little cute names for things, like a small little individual ice cream thing is a like it, whereas the one above that is a love it, and the larger size is gotta have it. Now they stop at large, because they obviously know an extra large would be, give me the fucking ice cream! But they have the same little cute names for the take-home ice cream. You know, like a pint of ice cream is a mine, whereas the one above that isn't ours, you know. Oh, this is our ice cream, honey. And the one above that, the biggest one, is called an everybody's. Now I get that size. I eat that shit for myself. I fuck everybody else with my ice cream. Alright? Now, when I go in there, I get my own mixture. It's always the same thing every time. Now, I was going in there so often that the dudes in the back had my order memorized. And it was bad. I would walk in there and he'd be like, you've been here before, haven't you? Yeah, why? Well, I've made this before. Yeah, whatever, give me the fucking ice cream. No, I'm itching, give this ice cream. It's like a drug test. So this goes on for about 2 months. That's how I knew I was getting fat. Every 2 days, like I would go there one day, get it, finish the tub of ice cream in less than 2 days, and go back in the third for another tub of ice cream. And this went on for 2 months. Now, it's not that they had it memorized that made me feel that I was fat. It was this. I went in there one day, and I changed the order. Just a little bit. Like I said, like add marshmallows. Something weird, like nothing crazy. And he looked at me with such concern. Everything all right? You're changing the order. I want to make sure everything's okay with you. And that's when I knew I was fat. Not them memorizing my order, not eating a tub of ice cream by myself in less than 2 days, the fucking dude serving my ice cream being concerned with my well-being, like a doctor to his patients, because of change in my order. He was a good man. I took them every time. Since I'm talking about food, I want to bring something to everybody's attention. Now, a lot of people won't really get this or understand it. Those who cook might. Those who are around people who cook might as well. But I just want to bring this to light on something. Everybody here likes chicken cutlets, right? Who likes chicken cutlets? Chicken cutlets are awesome, right? Now, if you think about the process that it's made, think about that for a minute. What you do is you take a piece of chicken. I don't care how you get it, buy it, hunt it down with a knife, but treat the animal with respect. Now, you take the chicken, you make sure it's clean, because nobody likes salmonella. And after you clean it, you cut it if you have to make more pieces, and then you coat it in egg, and then you put it into the breadcrumb, and then you put it into the pan. And now you wait till it's a nice brown color, and it's usually pretty good by then. I don't mean to sound like Emerald Live, I'm sorry, but I just want to make sure everybody understands the process. Now, I want to take light on one particular process. Before you put it in the pan, you cover it with breadcrumb. Before you cover it with breadcrumb, you have to coat it in egg so the breadcrumb sticks. Now, think about that for a minute. You coat the chicken with an egg. Does this sound a little fucked up to you? Does it sound like we do enough to this animal that we don't have to do something like that? What do we do first? First, we take your children away. We're going to put them in little packages by the dozen, and we're going to sell them to people. Oh, what's worse than that? We're going to chop your fucking head off. What's worse than that? We're going to chop you into little pieces, and we're going to sell you by the dollar. And then what are we going to do after that? We're going to take you, and we're going to rub you in what your child should be. And then we're going to deep fry you so you taste better. What the fuck is wrong with us? I mean, I haven't discovered a new way to make chicken. I still coat it in egg. I'm not saying I'm trying to discover a new way, because it's a fucking chicken. You know, I'm not feeling bad. The chicken doesn't pay my bills. I'm just saying I think it's fucked up. Now, I'm going to continue this by saying, fuck New Jersey. I'm sorry.
Fuck New Jersey.
Fuck New Jersey. I know tons of people in New Jersey, but I have to say, like, there are two basic things I've seen wrong in New Jersey. Number one, too many fucking tolls. Why the fuck are there so many tolls? It's bad enough that I gotta pay to get into Staten Island. I mean, getting out is free, thank the Lord. But getting into Staten Island, if I wanted to pay in New Jersey, the tolls, if I want to go from one side of Route 1 to this side of Route 1, they charge me 75 cents. What the fuck are you doing with 75 cents if this toll even exists? Second thing wrong with New Jersey. Way too many trees.
Yeah,
no, way too many fucking trees.
Fuck trees.
Trees are so 1800s. Jersey is not with the times. They don't get it. Where are your buildings?
Is that funny?
That's how you know this set's good.
Now, that's what's wrong.
It's a rain when that breaks, right?
Get this on camera.
Uh-oh.
Keep going.
That's what's wrong with New Jersey.
Book your mother's picture.
What I hate about New Jersey is the Jersey Shore. And I know there are tons of people in this country that like it, but really, the Jersey Shore is like the AIDS virus to American television, in my eyes. I swear to God. People just watch that show because they're laughing at people not because they're funny, because it's a laugh that's like, what the fuck are you doing laugh? It's not the same laugh, but people watch it. And I don't get how the MTV people are still putting it up. Let me narrow down the show for you, all right? I mean, I have the same kind of shows, you know, but here's the difference between my shows and the Jersey Shore. My shows is a show created by a team of people who sit down and write dialogue and storyline and made-up characters that make you laugh. What is the Jersey Shore? A reality television show based on 8 people who take a vacation and they have cameras following them all day. And it gets so boring to the point where the producer comes out from behind the camera and says, you guys gotta do something exciting. And then women get punched in the face. This is the show that America is like allowing to continue playing, really? This is the show you guys wanna do? I hate that fucking show. The only good thing that comes from that show is the internet, because the internet has so many things making fun of it. The spoof videos, the pictures. My favorite pictures are the ones with like the how do you call it, if you know this person but not this person pictures. Have you guys seen those?
Yeah.
Those things are
Stop
great.
it.
Those things are great. Now, I have my own based on those pictures. I have inspiration of those pictures. And it goes like this. If you know who Michael Sorrentino is, but you don't know who J. Robert Oppenheimer is, congratulations, you are what's wrong with the world. I see you don't get it. It's okay. That's a far stretch. I'm sorry. J. Robert Oppenheimer was the guy who was involved in creating the atomic bomb in World War II. Might have been American history. Sorry, too much for you. Let's try this one. If you know who Jennifer Farley is, but you don't know who Dr. Seuss is, congratulations, you are what's wrong in the world. And that's my view on the Jersey Shore. I hate that fucking show. Another thing that I don't get about the way we are in this country, even in this world, is illegal name changing. I've never really got that. Like, why would you want to? I mean, maybe personally, my name's awesome. I don't know. Like, my name's Jesse West. It just flows off the tongue. Jesse West. You can't say it by itself. Jesse. No, you have to say Jesse West. My name is fucking awesome. My name can go with almost anything. You know. Think about like movies. My name could be in movies. You know. Think about the trailer you see before the movie. You know. This summer, in the sequel you never expected, Sylvester Stallone. Hey, yo, you know, I gotta save my boy, you know? He's in trouble, I gotta go get him, you know? Christopher Walken. You know, I can't let you do that because it just wouldn't work out for me. And Jesse West. My pops is gonna come and he's gonna kick your ass. You see, I like you. But you're crazy. The sequel you never expected. Son of Rambo. It's coming out. Summer 2016. What? Look out for it. Look out for it. I'm serious. Another thing, my name kind of worked pretty good for his music, but I mean, I can't really sing that well. But I mean, neither can Justin Bieber, and look how far he's gone, right? And so some people like him. I get it. Bieber fever, woo! He sucks. I'm sorry. He's completely annoying in my life, and I wish he didn't exist. I mean,
He's a brilliant musician.
one thing I love was that I read somewhere either he was quoted,
Banging our drums.
he was quoted, or somebody was quoted saying that he was considered the Kurt Cobain of this generation. And when I read that, I threw up in my mouth a little bit to get the taste out. Now, the one thing I know for a fact is that if Kurt Cobain was still alive, he would have killed Justin Bieber. But I have noticed this. I've done a little research. I have noticed this. Kurt Cobain was announced dead on April 5th, 1994. His first acclaimed suicide attempt was March 5th, 1994. Justin Bieber was born on March 1st, 1994. I think Kurt Cobain knew what was going to happen, and he just didn't want to be around for it. That's just how I see it. I'm just saying.
Makes sense to me.
Where was I? Oh yes, my name. How awesome it is. So movies, music. I mean, I could do porn, but I mean, like, I don't got the 6-pack here or the extra 8 inches there. But I could probably team up with like Peter North. And if you know who that is, you won't judge me for knowing who that is. But I mean, we could, right? You know, we can do like Asian movies, right? Because they're from the East. So we'll have North, East, and West, right? Everybody goes down South. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a bad joke. I really didn't even want to do that one. I wrote it down, so I have to. So where was I? Oh yes, name change. Now, so yeah, like I said, my name is awesome, so I don't see why people would even do anything to change their name. So legal name change doesn't really make any sense to me. I mean, if I change one thing about my name, it would probably be to take out my middle name, because it really has had no need to be there. I don't get middle names. I mean, it works for some people, and you can't picture it in the place for anything else. Like James Earl Jones. Don't say James Jones. That sounds fucking weird. So it works for him. Samuel L. Jackson. L stands for Leroy, by the way. Samuel L. Jackson. It works for him, but for some reason, like for me, it doesn't work. So I don't get middle names. But now, if you wanted to legally change your name, if you had a simple name, like, why would you even change it in the first place? Like, if your name is Aaron Williams Brown, why would you change it to Aaron Mufasa Fonzarelli Colombo Ball in a Cup of Boogie Woogie Brown? That's a serious name change. If you Google top weirdest name changes in the world, that's number 2. Alright? Some dude literally, legally changed his name to that for sheer fun. I mean, I get it if you lose a bet, which happens more often than not, and you have to legally change your name, but you don't have to keep it that way. You just keep it for as long as the bet was concerned. He did this because Mufasa, because of the Lion King, Columbo, because of the detective, Fonzarelli, because of the Fonz from Happy Days, Ball in a Cup, because he's obsessed with the game, and Boogie Woogie, because what he says was to add mirth to his Mercury. What? Why would you even change your name at all to something like that? Another weird one that I saw was some dude in like Michigan, his name was Carrie Fisher, legally changed his name based on his love from the character from the movie Superbad to McLovin.
Stop.
This is legit. These are facts. You Google this shit, they are real. I'm not even talking shit right now. This is real shit.
Wait, what?
But I don't understand the legal name change. I don't. But I feel that if you could legally change your name in this country, why can't you legally change other things that are written on paper? Like your birthday. Would anybody like to legally change their birthday? I mean, I don't know about me, but I would do it just to fuck with people. Like, I mean, my birthday is January 28th, 1987. I would change it to August 13th, 1998. To be 12 again? Holy shit. I mean, just to fuck with people. Just imagine that. Because, you know, this always happens to people, you know. Oh, so how old are you? How old do I look? You know, mid-20s, you know, I say 25, 26-ish, you know. 37, damn, baby. You don't look it, but damn. That's what happens to everybody. So why not have that little thing where you, even if it's just to fuck with people, I would just do it to fuck with people. Because imagine the person that you bring home that night. Now, you just finished fucking, because obviously that's why you bring them home. You know, I mean, what the fuck is it? I mean, I didn't spend $40 to feed you strawberry daiquiris, then come home and play Monopoly so I can take over Baltimore Avenue. No, that's not why I brought you home. So if you're just laying there, just finished with everything, you just turn to them and be like, so, what are your views on pedophilia? And of course, their natural reaction should be, ew, that's gross. Anybody does it to children should go to jail. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Why should you even bring that up? And you'd be like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm 12 years old, bitch. How do you feel about yourself now, kid fucker? Just to fuck, I just think that'd be great. Just to fuck with people when it comes to shit. It's illogical if you think about it, but that shit happens. I mean, if you think about all the ways that people can, like as messed up as people's birthdays can be. Like, I had a coworker who's had 2 birthdays because the way the calendar works in her country is different from our country. There was only 3-day difference, but she had 2 birthdays. I want 2 fucking birthdays. Why she had 2 fucking birthdays? And sometimes it's just that it's stupid people or stupid people that work in hospitals that fuck up your birth certificate. And that shit really does happen. I had a friend of mine who, they fucked up on his birth certificate, and they didn't discover it until he was 16. And he was gonna be 17, but on that birthday they realized it, and his parents were like, yeah, doctor fucked up, you're still 16. He was 16 for 2 years. Imagine that shit, that's just fucked up. Whatever, alright, that's him, ladies and gentlemen. he's in the room, thankfully. But, I mean, if you can legally change your name, I think legally changing your birthday would be a legit thing to do, too. I don't see why that wouldn't work out. One thing I want to get into, and this might kind of upset a little bit of people, women. I don't get women. Women, like, you guys, like, I mean...
That's who you do.
I understand, like a little bit, but it's just that when it comes to things like when you guys, like, fight to be, like, equal with men, I get that. And I respect that. You should be equal with men. You should be able to do the same things that we do. But what I don't get is you're fighting to be something that you hated. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, they were always like, back in the day, there were these sexist politicians and lawyers and teachers that think women should just stay in the kitchen. Now, I don't believe that, but I don't get why, like, you fought these sexist teachers and politicians and lawyers to become teachers and politicians and lawyers. Like, I don't get that. Like, how does that even, it's just weird to me. I get the idea of, like, the conquering factor, like, conquer that which you feel controls you, but I mean, you already control the world. Like, you do something that nobody else does. You reproduce. You carry around the thing that becomes the next man and woman And that is no. Humanity would come to a halt if all of the women just closed their legs for like 3 days. That's it. Nobody else would be reproduced. And women don't get that they have that control. No matter what, they'll always have that control. The only thing men have over you is that we have pioneered everything. Everything. There is not one thing that a woman has done first that a man hasn't done already. The only thing you can do that we haven't done already is reproduce. Besides that, like, you even look at history, there are all these first women this, first women that. Those are all first women, not first women. A man had originally began those things, and you're just picking up on us. The number one thing that I love is that phrase that goes around, behind every strong man stands a stronger woman. Now I want to emphasize on the word behind. Because that's all it is. You're picking up. You're picking up after what we already did. Like if you even look at history, like not even the famous ones. Like I did my research on this. In 1960, there was a woman. Her name was Anna Bradstreet. She was the first woman to write a book of poetry that was published in England. The first woman poetry writer. Right. Not the first poetry writer. First poetry writer was a man.
That's right.
That's just all it is. I can fast forward. 1925. I believe her name was Natalie Taylor Ross, was the first woman to be selected as Senate of the state. Not first Senate of the state, the first woman Senate of the state. The only thing that I've seen that a woman has done before anything else is something that just boggles my mind. It happened in on October 24th, 1901. It was a woman from Michigan. Her name was Renee something. I can't remember her name off the hand, but the only thing she did is in history books as she is the first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel. Really, ladies? That's the first thing you want to do? Only wants to do? I mean, that just proves that, I don't know what to tell you, but...
How about the first person to chop a penis off? That was a woman.
How about...
See, she's not in the history books, though. She's in the books that
I'm pretty sure guys did it first.
How about Rosa Parks, who's the first black woman to stand up to any fucking person?
She didn't have a dick, so who cares?
That incorporates racism. Because a white woman was saying...
You were white.
She's angry.
What was the proxy?
We have security here? Black person.
Yeah, like I said, she started the fight, I'm sorry.
She said, I'm not...
Like I said, don't take this to heart, alright?
I take it to heart.
But I mean, like I said before, no matter what, women, you control the world. I mean, if you really had all this saying it, you control the world. You control everything. Men don't work for anything else but women. That's all we do. We work for a good woman too. That's all there is.
That's true.
Ass pussy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all about the PUSY.
So.
Where's that somewhere there?
You get my shit. I don't fucking like this.
Sorry,
No,
you
you
do
do
it
it.
great. So funny.
It's a little happen. It's a little happen.
You pretend
Like,
like
these are facts. I'm not even kidding you. Google this shit. I made sure I knew everything before I got up here today for this.
Your brain is the Google for gold.
The name of Jesse's first stand-up is going to be Google this shit.
I think you should.
It is. Actually, it's something like that. It's gonna be something
Awesome.
like that.
And PUS. Pussy.
Like I said, women, you run the world, and I understand when it comes to certain things. Like the one thing I don't like about like how like the difference between like all men and women, just people in general. Like for men, it's very difficult to do things like as far as like even the reproduction thing. Like you could use that as a weapon for other men, just as like sometimes men can use it as well. But the thing is that like you don't get that you control that aspect. Like men, what do we have to do in order to get laid? We have to work every day. We have to make sure we can dress to impress. We have to make sure we can show off so we can impress you. What do women have to do? All you have to do is be there. That's all you really have to do. Women don't have to do anything. If you walked up to any man, I show no sympathy towards any woman I know that says, I'm horny. So go pick somebody out. That's what you have to do. If a man says, I'm horny, he's got to Google shit. That's what he has to do. That's what he has to do. If a woman really wanted to get laid, she could go out and pick any guy off the street and say, fuck me right here, and that man's pants will be hitting the floor.
That's true.
first atomic bomb.
No, this man, no.
That shit is a fact.
That's
I
it.
show no sympathy to any woman that can't get laid. But I get it because since you have that power, it also throws more responsibility onto it. You are the ones that we're meant to work for. So I get that. But you have to understand that that's just people being ignorant. Like, smart, rational, mature thinking people, like maturity comes from two things. It either comes from forced maturity or it's natural maturity. The difference between forced and natural maturity is forced maturity is like an 11-year-old who has already lost their virginity, smokes cigarettes because his life is too stressful, and drinks coffee because he hates mornings. That's forced maturity. And that, it's sad, but that shit's fucking true. It's true.
Google that shit.
Google that shit. That shit's true. And natural maturity is just stuff that comes to you. It's not stuff that it's stuff that you grow with. I was 10 years old and I already had a little fucking mustachio growing into my face. I was shaving before I got into high school to make sure I didn't look like I was in high school already. Alright? Natural maturity and forced maturity is totally different. Let me give you an example. Natural maturity comes from the fact that if, say somebody is bothering you, or you don't like somebody. If you don't like somebody, don't be around them. Or don't let them bother you either. Mature thinking people understand that.
Alright then, see you later.
Non-mature people don't realize that. You understand that if you give the thing that's bothering you the attention, it gives it more power. Mature people realize that. Immature people look at that and say, I'm gonna call that bitch and hang up. Fuck her. Fuck her. Who's that bitch think she is? I'm gonna steal her pictures. I'm gonna make a fake Facebook profile, and I'm gonna put a number on it saying how much she loves to suck dick. Fuck that bitch.
That's right.
I'm gonna do that to that
fuck
bitch.
her.
And people do that shit. It's sad,
like
but people do that shit. And that's I mean, I love women and all, but you people are fucking mental. I'm sorry. You really are.
You asked for that
Mental cases.
Just a smidgen to what's already there.
I love how much.
Yeah.
A smidgen.
I
You can't take full credit to
I
Call fucking Bellevue.
I didn't want to riot to
What's
break
your
out. Like I said,
excuse?
if you take offense
All
to
men
it,
men
I
is
got
mental.
chill. Laugh about it.
No, it's
Alright,
true.
This is a rhetorical performance.
No, they're fucking right
I'm
there.
fucking good.
Get a good reaction. Call Bellevue.
I don't have terrible fans.
Pick him up right now, please.
I hate you.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
He looks like
That's
Brian.
down.
What's
Oh.
up?
That made me laugh too much.
Keep going, keep going.
I can't believe it.
All right, so I'm gonna close out everything with another little thing that I've noticed. I mean, if you look at things in this day and age, we have the biggest rate of divorce in anywhere. Like it's never been bigger than this. You know, I personally come from a divorced family. I don't hold it as a crutch or anything, but it happens. This world is filled with that stuff. Now, the one thing I want to know is that if the president ever gets a divorce and he remarries, does his new wife call himself the first lady?
She's the second bitch.
Do they say that? I mean, because they'll never let that happen, you know? They would never let it. Because if a divorce ever happened in the White House, it would have happened with
Bottom bitch.
because that bitch would have kicked him out of the White House and she would have took over the country. It's my country now, Bill. Fuck you. Fuck you. Let that Jew suck your dick. Yeah, now it's my country.
She's the bottom bitch.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.